Hey everyone, welcome back to Facts of Life. Today, we're exploring the fascinating world of amphibians. From their slippery skin to their mind-blowing transformations, these creatures are full of surprises. Whether you're a nature enthusiast or just curious about the wild wonders of the animal kingdom, you're in for some awesome facts. Let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about one of the loudest and most powerful amphibians out there, the bullfrog. Number 1. They're the ultimate jumpers. Bullfrogs can leap distances up to 10 times their body length in a single jump. That's like a human jumping the length of a school bus. This makes them incredible escape artists when they feel threatened. Number 2. Master of the booming croak. Bullfrogs are famous for their deep, loud croak, which can be heard from over a mile away. They use this vocal power to attract mates and establish territory. The sound is produced by a large vocal sac under their chin that inflates when they call. Fun fact, the deeper the croak, the more attractive they sound to potential mates. Number 3. Cannibalism is common in the wild. Bullfrogs don't just eat insects and small animals, they'll happily munch on their own kind. It's not uncommon for an adult bullfrog to eat smaller bullfrogs, including tadpoles and even juvenile frogs. This behavior helps them control the competition and ensures they have a constant food source in their territory. Number 4. One of the largest frogs in North America. Bullfrogs are giants in the frog world. They can grow up to 8 inches in length and weigh up to 1.5 pounds. Their size and strength give them a dominant role in their ecosystem, often outcompeting smaller amphibians for food and space. Number 5. The croak-off, vocal combat for mates. While not physical combat in the traditional sense, bullfrogs often engage in what could be called a croak-off to assert their dominance over other males. The louder and deeper the croak, the more likely a male will secure the attention of a mate. The males compete to produce the most impressive call, which is considered a signal of strength and vitality. These vocal displays are a form of indirect combat. The more powerful the call, the more likely the male will win the territorial or mating battle. Number 6. Fossil evidence. Dates back over 200 million years. Bullfrogs are descendants of early amphibians that first appeared during the Triassic period, over 200 million years ago. The ancestors of modern frogs, including bullfrogs, evolved from a group of early amphibians called temnospondyls, which lived during the late Paleozoic and early Mesozoic eras. These ancient creatures were the first vertebrates to adapt to life both on land and in water. The earliest amphibians, like the ancestors of bullfrogs, were among the first vertebrates to live on land. They played a critical role in early ecosystems, helping to shape the balance between land and water creatures. Amphibians like bullfrogs have remained key players in ecosystems for hundreds of millions of years, maintaining the delicate balance between predator and prey. In the heart of the lush rainforests, where colors burst to life, there exists a tiny creature with a secret more deadly than you might imagine. I am talking about the poison dart frog. 1. Nature's tiny powerhouses. Despite their small size, poison dart frogs are incredibly toxic. So much so that a single frog can produce enough poison to kill several adult humans. The most poisonous species, the golden poison dart frog, Philobates terribilis, can produce toxins that are 200 times more potent than cyanide. 2. Toxin from diet, not genetics. While these frogs are born without toxins, they acquire their potent poison from their diet, mainly consuming ants, termites, and certain beetles in their natural habitat. The chemicals from these insects, like batrachodotoxins, are absorbed by the frogs and stored in their skin. In captivity, where their diet is different, they don't produce these toxic compounds. 3. Colorful warning signals. Poison dart frogs are known for their bright, eye-catching colors, ranging from brilliant blues and oranges to yellows and greens. These vibrant hues serve as a warning to predators, signaling that the frogs are toxic and should not be eaten. This is a classic example of aposematism, where an animal's bold coloration serves as a defense mechanism. 4. Secretive lifestyle. Poison dart frogs are notoriously secretive and spend most of their lives hiding in the underbrush of rainforests. They are incredibly shy creatures and prefer to stay hidden under leaves, logs, and rocks. Their elusive nature makes them a challenge to spot in the wild, despite their colorful appearance. 5. Wrestling matches. During physical contests, the frogs will engage in push fights, a form of wrestling where they push against each other with their bodies or legs. This is often more about display and establishing dominance rather than causing harm. Physical size and strength play a major role in these encounters, as the larger frog is more likely to overpower the smaller one. 6. Their origins date back tens of millions of years. Poison dart frogs belong to the family Dendrobatidae, which scientists believe first emerged around 40–50 million years ago, during the Eocene epoch. This means they evolved shortly after the extinction of the dinosaurs and adapted to thrive in the warm, wet tropical climates that were spreading across the globe. Also, the ancestors of poison dart frogs were likely non-toxic and dull in color, relying on camouflage to survive. Over millions of years, as some species adapted to diets rich in alkaloid-producing insects, they developed chemical defenses and eventually the bold, warning colors we see today. You've heard of tigers, but have you ever heard of a frog with stripes just as fierce? Meet the tiger tree frog. 1. They're named after tigers for a reason. Tiger tree frogs get their name from the bold tiger-like stripes or spots on their bodies, especially on their thighs and flanks. These striking patterns help them blend into foliage and confuse predators. 2. They're nocturnal ninjas. Tiger tree frogs are nocturnal, meaning they're most active at night. With large eyes adapted for low light, they silently leap from branch to branch in search of insects. 3. Masters of the trees. As true arboreal frogs, tiger tree frogs spend most of their lives in trees. Their sticky toe pads act like suction cups, allowing them to cling to leaves, bark, and variety of vertical surfaces. 4. They sing in the rain. During the rainy season, the males call out with vocal croaks or chirps to attract mates. Their calls are often loud, rhythmic, and echo through the forest canopy. 5. Skin secrets. Like many frogs, their skin may contain biologically active compounds that scientists study for potential medical benefits, such as antimicrobial or pain-relieving properties. 6. Ancient lineage. Hylocertus frogs are part of the family Hylidae, a very ancient and diverse group of frogs often referred to as tree frogs. Hylids are thought to have originated over 50 million years ago, likely during the Paleogene period. The genus Hylocertus likely diverged from other hylid lineages around 20–30 million years ago, adapting to high-altitude Andean environments. Meet one of the coolest, most unusual frogs in the Amazon rainforest. This is the Amazon milk frog. 1. They bleed milk. When threatened or stressed, these frogs secrete a thick, white, sticky substance from their skin that looks like milk. It's not actually milk, but a toxin meant to deter predators, hence their name. 2. They are communal and can cohabitate. In captivity, they are often kept in groups and usually tolerate each other well, though males can get territorial during mating season. 3. part of an ancient amphibian lineage. Amazon milk frogs belong to the Hylidae family, commonly known as tree frogs, a group that has been around for over 60 million years. Hylid frogs likely first appeared shortly after the dinosaurs went extinct. 4. They breed in tree holes, Phytotelmata. In the wild, Amazon milk frogs lay their eggs in small pools of water inside tree holes or water-filled plants. These tiny ponds high in the canopy provide a safe space, away from many predators found on the forest floor. 5. Their tadpoles can be cannibalistic. Amazon milk frog tadpoles may eat their own siblings, especially when food is scarce. This isn't just random violence, it's a survival strategy in the nutrient-limited water of tree holes. 6. Part of an ancient amphibian lineage. Amazon milk frogs belong to the Hylidae family, commonly known as tree frogs, a group that has been around for over 60 million years. Hylid frogs likely first appeared shortly after the dinosaurs went extinct. Also, relatives date back to the age of dinosaurs. While Amazon milk frogs didn't exist during the Mesozoic era, their early amphibian ancestors coexisted with dinosaurs more than 200 million years ago. These early amphibians were among the first vertebrates to adapt to both land and water. Hidden in the depths of the world's rainforests, there's a creature so elusive, it seems like it can vanish right before your eyes. Meet the rain frog. 1. Tough as nails, built in armor. Some rain frogs have skin that's more like armor than anything soft. Their tough, bumpy texture isn't just for camouflage, it's a form of protection from predators. When threatened, the Crowgaster punctatus will puff itself up, making it appear larger and harder to swallow. Some species even have skin so rough that it feels like sandpaper. 2. Life on the edge, inhabitants of extreme elevations. Rain frogs don't just hang out on the forest floor. Some species are mountain climbers. They've been found thriving in cloud forests at crazy altitudes, sometimes above 10,000 feet. In these high-elevation habitats, they're exposed to less oxygen and colder temperatures. Yet they've developed remarkable adaptations to survive these extremes. 3. Walking on water almost. Not literally, but rain frogs can take a slick shortcut to escaping predators. When spooked, they will leap into the air and land on large wet leaves or water-soaked surfaces where they'll immediately flatten their bodies, effectively making themselves invisible. It's a fast getaway mechanism, making it appear like they vanished without a trace. 4. Chemical warfare, the sticky defense. These frogs have developed a secret weapon. Their skin secretes a sticky, toxic mucus that not only repels predators, but can also immobilize small creatures. This isn't just for self-defense. They can even use this slime to deter parasites and fungal infections. Some species have hallucinogenic compounds in their skin secretions, making them potentially dangerous to would-be predators and humans who touch them. 5. The invisible leap, blending with backgrounds. When threatened, some rain frogs will attempt the ultimate disappearing act. They don't just camouflage with their surroundings. They mimic the physical shape of nearby objects. This is especially true with dead leaves or twigs. They'll contort and flatten themselves into perfect, leaf-like shapes, and with their dull, muted colors, they become indistinguishable from the environment. It's not just camouflage, it's shape-shifting. 6. Prehistoric lineage, the ancestors of all frogs. Rain frogs are descendants of some of the earliest amphibians to leave water and conquer land. The ancestors of modern frogs emerged over 370 million years ago during the Devonian period, a time when the Earth was dominated by vast swamps and primitive forests. These amphibians were among the first vertebrates to adapt to life outside of water. Thanks for hopping along as we explored some wild and wonderful facts about amphibians. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating dives into the animal kingdom. This is Facts of Life, where nature speaks and we listen. See you in the next one.